What's up, everybody? It's KO. Whoa, sheesh. KO reviews. um, Today I'm going to be talking about Windbreaker season 1, like the entirety of it. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that, and then I'm also going to give you guys my thoughts and opinion on the first episode of the second season. I'm going to try to keep I'm going to try to keep it really short and condensed. You know, like what I always try to do, I guess. So I don't know. First and foremost, I guess everybody was comparing this anime to Tokyo Revengers. They're saying that like it's based on it or like inspired by it, and I could totally see that. And I don't know. I think I prefer Windbreakers so far over Tokyo because although like I like the whole like time traveling thing with Tokyo, and a lot of the characters are cool. Takamichi, I mean, he's Takamichi, you know, like the bro can't fight. Like the entire show, it's him getting his ass beat, and it's like, damn, I can't really get behind the guy, you know. As much as like you're rooting for him because he's the main character, damn, you know, it gets exhausting seeing that man catch a beat down for like the 30th time. But I guess he's got heart, you know. He keeps going in there, wishing the best, and gets fucked up. So. But like in Windbreaker, the main character, I think his name is Sakura. He is an entirely different. Like he actually has hands. He can actually fight back, and actually like mess a lot of people up. You know, so it's definitely a fresher breath air, so to speak. But yeah, him. You know, we got introduced to some of the other characters. I don't remember a lot of their names. I think one of them's name is Neri. He's like, he kind of reminds me of Takamichi because he too can't fight, but he also has like other ways of helping out the gang. You know, he's very knowledgeable. He has a notebook that has like all this knowledge about different people from different gangs and stuff like that. So like, he definitely gives like not only the gang like I guess like what's the word, like info, you know, but he also gives the viewers like an insight of who these other gangs and other people are. So. You know, he answers a lot of questions for us sometimes, you know, or provides some insight to who these people are. And then we got Eye Patch. I think I like Eye Patch a lot. He's pretty cool. His fighting style is definitely different. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen Ip Man, but Ip Man, like the way he like fights, I think it's called like Wing Chun, something like that. That fighting style, that's what his fighting style reminds me of. It's like very like fluid and like, he like deflects his opponents and like, you know, it's kind of defensive but like at the same time could be aggressive, you know. So it's always fascinating seeing him fight. Who else did we get introduced to? The guy with the long hair. He kind of reminds me of Baki. Or is his name Baki? Or is it Baji? Baji from Tokyo Revengers. Baji, yeah, he looks just like him, bro. I forget that guy's name, but the guy who's like always like hunched over, like bro's just like hunched over, long hair all the time, but like he's an absolute animal in a fight. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty simple character. He's quiet, keeps to himself, defends the gang, you know. Who else did we get introduced to? Oh, the girl at the cafe. Yeah, she seems pretty cool. I don't want to like call it too early, but I can definitely kind of see like a thing between her and the main character. I don't know. Yeah, is it me or like, you know? I just want to say this, but where are all of the parents in these types of animes? Like, there's no parents? Like, what is going on here? You got like a 16-year-old girl who runs a cafe by herself. You got all these little gang members, you know, going to school. There's no teachers. Like, what the fuck are they learning? Like, where are the adults, you know? Like, damn. Who else? I can't remember much. Oh, the guy with the shark teeth. He was pretty cool too. I think he's like a captain or something like that, or like the second years or third years or something like that. Who else? We got introduced at the end of the season. We got introduced to like his main group of people, like I'll call them like his lieutenants, like his closest allies in his little group, because he's like the leader now. He's the captain of his class. So we got introduced to the guy who like lifts weights a lot or like works out. He's like super fit. I forget his name. But he loves wrestling, so he's like a wrestler type of fighter. Like, you know, likes to brawl and like get in close and pick people up and slam them. And then we got introduced to somebody else too, and I just cannot remember who it was. But yeah, I guess the main character now has his own like little group of people. He's got like a little team of 15, maybe 20 kids. So he's definitely got some people if they ever do get into a scrap with somebody. It was cool seeing the whole fight between them and I cannot remember these names, so forgive me. But Shearston or the other gang, the dog gang or whatever they were, the guys in the orange cut or the white orange cut. I think they're orange. It was pretty cool watching them. Their gang was definitely brutal. Like, if you lose a fight, like you just get kicked out. Like, damn, like would you got to be undefeated or what? But yeah, they were pretty cool. Their top two, the guy with the glasses, the tall guy who wears those sandals, and then the little short kid who's the leader. They were pretty cool. The short kid definitely reminded me of Mikey from Tokyo Revengers, and I don't know, his friend, the tall guy, he definitely kind of had like a dragon from Tokyo Revengers. He kind of reminded me of Dragon, or Draken, or whatever that dude's name is. Damn, I forget all these names, man. I'm terrible with names, sorry. But yeah, that's I don't know. The first season was cool. It was cool to see all the fights and the different fighting styles and the way it was choreographed. And definitely some of the artwork is like really, really good. And you know, I'm gonna try. I'll try to keep it short. Now it's been like 6 or 7 minutes, but yeah, that's the whole first season. Pretty decent. And then I think yesterday I watched it. The second season of the first episode. That shit was awesome. Fucking awesome. Like because like the cliffhanger we were left on for season 1, we just know that they're gonna go, fight somebody. Like, they're all in their little group. They're like, yo, let's go grab this kid. Let's go pull up in their territory and snatch this kid up. They don't want the smoke. And then season 2, episode 1, we get into the fucking episode. Literally, the fight's already begun. We're already in the middle of the action. Everybody's fighting. It's awesome. I don't know. Like, I had to take a break, stand up, and like pace around. I was like, dude, no way. Oh my god. The OST, the fucking intro, the song slaps, bro. Oh, like, there are some animes out there with like really good like intro music and stuff. But this one though, I think it's called The Boys or something like that. I forget who it's by. It's like 6 tones, I think. But such a good intro. But yeah, not a lot of to say about the first episode. It was just them fighting that gang, Kill, the dragon guys. Yeah, eventually I think, what's his name, Raji or Kaji, the guy who's in charge of like the second years, I think. He and his lieutenants come in and basically kind of save the day because Sakura and his people were getting kind of their asses kicked. Yeah. And not to mention these Kill guys, they're not just about like fighting, like, like the fair ones with straight hands. They use weapons, so yeah, motherfuckers were getting hit with 4x4s, with pipes. Yeah, so it was not looking good. But yeah, no, it was pretty interesting. And then I like the fact that like they're not leaning into Sakura being this like perfect leader or even like a very good leader. He's still learning because if you guys remember, he's not used to being around people, let alone forming friendships, let alone leading people. But now that he's in this leadership role, he still has a lot of things to learn. And Raji or Kaji, whatever his name is, dude with the fucking candy in the headphones, even he still in the episode had to practically check Sakura and tell him that, hey, you can't just focus on beating somebody's ass. You got to look out for your people because while you're too focused on trying to fight this other guy, you're losing the fight that you're already in, and your people are getting their asses kicked. So it's like, he had his priorities all fucked up and messed up, but Candyman, guy with the headphones, he basically set him straight and, hey. And that's pretty much how we ended the episode. Sakura was basically, got his head screwed on straight, locked in. He said, all right, say less. Let me focus up. Let me lock in. And yeah, that's where we left off. Yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on the first season and the first episode of the second season. I mean, I like it a lot, and this is definitely going to be somewhat of a replacement for me for solo leveling because as you guys know, solo leveling just ended with its second season. Like 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe a week ago. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the show that I'm going to be watching until this season ends, and then hopefully I can find another anime that catches my attention. Ooh, Devil May Cry just released on Netflix, so might be doing reviews on that. What else? There's some other cool animes that are dropping, some new seasons and stuff. But if you guys have any, suggestions, hey, drop them in the comments. I'll check them out. I probably won't do an episode by episode review depending on the anime and how long the show is. So I'll probably just do like an entire season's worth of like review. You know what I'm saying? I'll just give my thoughts and opinion on the entire season. What else? Yeah, I think we got a few more subscribers. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for dropping a sub. Feel free to comment, ask questions. I'll do my best to reply. I mean, I can reply to all of them. I might do a Q&A video, so definitely drop some questions in the comments that you guys may want answers to. Who we are, what we like to do in our spare time, why we started this channel, my age. Just don't ask for my social security number because you will not get that. So, or my address. I don't want no freaky shit being sent to me, y'all. All right, no booty pics, no feet pics, no none of that. We don't do that over here. All right. Yeah, but that's it. That was my thoughts and opinions. If you guys like what you see, drop a sub, drop a like.